Welcome back to Court TV Live. Some news out of Southern California concerning Nick Reiner, who is facing 2 charges of murder for the deaths of his mother and father, Rob and Michele Reiner. Alan Jackson is now representing Nick Reiner. He, of course, is the attorney who a lot of us watched during the Karen Reed case. He's as high profile as it gets in Los Angeles. And according to Alan Jackson, he says that his client will not be in court today, Tuesday, for medical reasons. Jackson told reporters outside of the courthouse that he didn't know the medical reasons, what the issue was, but said that his client, Nick Reiner, will not appear before Wednesday. Alan Jackson just coming on board on this case. Our Cody Thomas is at the LA courthouse. We'll have more throughout the day as now this takes a little bit of a different turn when someone like Alan Jackson enters the fray. That's for sure. Marie Pereira with us quickly. Marie, before we head back to Bakersfield for more of the closing arguments in that case, your thoughts on A, Alan Jackson representing Nick Reiner, and B, medical issues. We do know he was on suicide watch, will not be in court today.
My immediate thought is that they hired a big gun. And from what I know about the son, how is he affording an Alan Jackson? It lets me think that the family support him. And it lets me believe that the medical condition is mental health. Even though we don't think mental illness is like physical illness, it is a medical condition. And I believe for him to engage in this sort of parricide, killing both his parents in such a brutal way, he had to have some sort of a mental illness. And I anticipate mental illness, drug use, addiction, and the effects of the drugs on his mind is going to be a big part of Alan Jackson's defense. And they did hire big guns, and it shows family support because, again, a man like Alan Jackson, with his skills, doesn't come cheap.
Absolutely, a family ripped apart because of the actions, apparently, of Nick Reiner. That is not a live look. That is just a tape of Alan Jackson. Of course, we know him well. Here at Court TV, we'll continue to monitor, but the headline at this hour is that Nick Reiner will not be making his initial court appearance as we first expected because of a medical issue, and that Alan Jackson has been retained to represent Nick Reiner moving forward. So we'll continue to follow that throughout the rest of the day. Our Cody Thomas will be joining us throughout the day today.